You don't know what we're gonna do. You don't know what kind of water you want to drink. You don't got your shit together. You're a good server. John, isn't he a good server? Well, buddy, you're good. We don't know if it's going to be World War III.
But to us, it was Tuesday.
I don't see any reason why Boyade has a star. That's 50-50 behavior. I'm the smartest kid on the short bus. A half ounce of wine in your glass? Scotland's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Scotland's on fire. Who cares?
It just resonates in your palate.
Might as well get drunk in the meantime.
So enjoy this experience. Is what we have.
This is terrible. You got to add something. This is exactly what it's missing.
Well, today we're going out, so follow along and hopefully we'll even meet you there. We're heading out today. Yeah.
Son of a... You did not get my written, emotional, whatever to do this.
Yeah, this is Miami when we have the World Cup.
It was today. That's why. The game was crazy.
Yeah, it would be ideal if you find a parking around here on the way to pay.
Almost done here with the setup.
Start it up, buddy.
Welcome to FancyBread. I'm Adrian.
I'm Ed.
And today, out here, doing our classic thing.
This shit is groovy out
Throwing
here.
some points
boom,
out there,
boom, boom.
some highs, some lows in the restaurant industry, things going on. And I hope that you join us down there in the comment section. Let us
Right.
know what you think.
So, check this out.
Start it up.
I don't like to assume anything when I take care of people. No assumptions, right? No preconceived notions. You take care of everybody from scratch. You don't know who you're taking care of. That's the rule, right? You don't know who you're talking to. However, when I greet you, I ask you for your water preference.
Yeah.
Okay? I ask for your water preference as any other server or serving assistant does. Now, however you ask for water, whatever your version of tap water is, let it be what it is, right? When I ask a guest, would you like bottled water or would you like house water or tap water? If the first thing that comes out of a guest's mouth is not one of those two options, in my mind, I already go, fuck. This is starting off bad. This is starting off real bad. Because if you can't choose what water you want to drink for the night, then how the hell are you going to choose the out of the 15 appetizers I have? How are you going to choose out of the 10 cocktails that I have?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to choose out of the 8 to 9 main courses, the 7 to 8 sides? So that's why I say fuck. It's not going well.
You have to walk this person through.
It's not going well. You don't know what kind of water you want to drink. You don't got your shit together. That's how I wanted to start it off, because it happened to me twice, my last shift, and I don't understand what the big deal is. And a little later, I'm going to get into a little indecisiveness and how it bothers me. Or I can get into it now if you like.
Yeah, jump in there.
So it bothers me when people make a big deal out of decisions that should be simple. I'll give you an example. Sir, Manhattan, fantastic.
Yes.
Would you like that up or on the rocks?
Up, please.
This is rhetorical. I'm not asking for your
I
input.
apologize.
It's okay. The guy goes, what do you think? He says to me, I go, sir, Manhattan, up, classic. Like, that's the way to do it. And he goes, wow, you're a good server. John, isn't he a good server? Well, buddy, you're good. We'll do it your way. We'll do it up. Good choice, sir. I take 2 steps away. He goes, oh, wait a minute. What about on the rocks, though? What do you think about that? Like, what the fuck, man? What is the big deal, bro? There's so much shit going on in the world. Right? We don't know what gas prices are going to be like a week from now. We don't know if it's going to be World War III, okay? Studios in Miami are still going for $3,000. So many bigger issues than rocks or up. Make a decision. It drives me nuts. All right? Go ahead. Continue.
That goes kind of into what I
Drives me nuts.
wanted to mention. It's when guests remember you, but you don't remember them.
All the time.
It happens all the time. And hey, listen, we understand that this experience that you had last time, it could have been a special occasion, the time you met someone, the time that you celebrated something big, and hey, we took care of that. It was amazing, and you will remember that forever. But to us, it was Tuesday. Now, don't take it the wrong way. On the contrary, it's the beauty of it that we get to create that for you and do so for a lot more people as well. Because something that struck me was that the other day somebody comes in and says, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" with that
Familiarity. Yeah.
Like, you don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, listen, what can you do for me to remember you?
Hey, listen, I told you there's 3 levels of embarrassment when a guest remembers you. 3 levels of embarrassment when a guest remembers you and you don't remember them. Number 1, they seem very friendly, and it's obvious that they remember you, just like generically, and you have no idea who they are. Number 2, they remember your goddamn name. What do people say? Everyone says, I'm better with faces than I am with names. That's like 99% of us, right?
Of course.
Names are hard to remember because no one pays attention to shit.
There you go.
Person remembers your goddamn name. Level 3, they remember personal details about you, which means that you spent time talking to this person.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed, how's your mom's knee? Again, in my mind, I'm like, fuck. Hey, man, what's up? You? That's embarrassing. But people need to understand that they shouldn't take it personally, because we see a lot of people, right? We see a lot of people. If you came back, it's because our restaurant is good, and a lot of people come back, thankfully. So we see a lot of fucking people. Don't take it personally.
That's the reason why
Don't
we
take it
want to
personally.
be gracious to you and take care of you, is so that you come back. You know, the hospitality aspect of the restaurant business is it's bringing you back. That is the goal, because that's kind of where I was trying to touch, is that at times, you know, the restaurant industry, because it is a business where people come to buy food and drinks and pay, it is also a place where we treat you with hospitality. We create this environment for you to vibe with the people that you're with, or the people that are there. And then we also charge you a fee to be our guest. So sometimes you have some servers a little bit more into those sales, and sometimes you have some servers a little bit more hospitable than others. Both are very necessary. Both are very needed, because, you know, some of us are there to offset other people's bad reviews, as some of them are there to offset the low sales of the other, right? It's a yin and yang. It's a catch-22.
Yeah, I think any restaurant that would have all of one or too many of one would be not very good to go to.
No.
If you were at a sales-driven restaurant, if you were a guest and you walked into a complete shark pool, it'd be a little off-putting. Leave a bad taste in your mouth that you felt gouged, you didn't get well taken care of. So a restaurant needs that balance. A restaurant needs servers that are stronger with hospitality. And then for the drive of business, they need servers that don't care about anything other than making money.
Yeah.
What do you consider yourself?
I consider myself more on the hospitable
What
side.
percentage?
Like 70-30.
70% hospitable, 30% sales.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you in the pool, sir.
Yeah.
I would say
It's also great because people get to come back.
They get to
and
come
say,
back.
hey, I remember you.
Right.
And I'll be like, oh.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Welcome back. Let me give you a little something.
Do you tell people you don't remember them?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes
You
I
have
don't.
to.
Sometimes I do.
You have to get
But,
over you have to get over how uncomfortable it feels to deal with that, because they need to understand that it's reasonable that you forgot.
Yes. And I do have a question that I do ask when I tell them that. Like,
Talk to
when
me.
it's like, oh, like, I remember you. Remember me? Like,
Talk to me.
I apologize. Apologize, do not. But I do want to know, what was it about your last experience that made it memorable? Was it me? Was it the food? What happened that made it memorable, right? And that's something that opens it up, and I'm like, oh, nice. And let me try to fix it for you. And
What if
figure it out.
What if the guy's like, the fact that you asked me my name? That's what did it for me. No servers asked me my name. You asked me my name, and we shared it together, and now you forgot it. Wow. Great service,
man.
huh?
Yeah, indeed.
Great service.
But it was phenomenal that time.
I'll just say, listen, I'm sorry, I forgot. That's it. What can you do? It's like if somebody admits they were wrong, what can you do after that? If you want to be aggressive towards them, then you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Of course.
But welcome back, you know?
Yeah. Welcome back. Glad to have you.
It is what it is.
So a little bit about that. What did you have last time? What did I do? It's always nice. It's always good to bring those back. We don't always have to remember those. That's why we always take those notes. Like we spoke about those cheat sheets. What else? Something else you want to?
Yeah, I've got something, but go ahead.
No, that was it. You know, we went
Okay,
through
so
the-
I want to talk about the Michelin Guide.
Ooh.
I want to talk about its presence in Florida and whether it's legitimate or not. Is the Michelin Guide full of shit? Is what I want to know. So, for those who don't know,
Yes.
the way a Michelin Guide... So, the Michelin Guide didn't come to Florida until 2022. It's very recent. So, the way the Michelin Guide comes to any area is city and state tourism boards will pay the Michelin Guide to open a jurisdiction in an area. So, they don't pay them to review the restaurants. They pay them to come to the city. And then the Michelin Guide will do their thing. Right? So, they interviewed Mario Carbone recently, and he made a good point, because this is something that I think a lot of us have been feeling gradually about the Michelin Guide system. Basically, what Mario Carbone said was that if you think about it, there's no way that the Michelin Guide critics are doing what they're doing sincerely or at all. Because in terms of what it would cost to pay for the Michelin critics to go to all of the restaurants in their guide every single year, because the Michelin Guide members pay for their dinners. So in order to do that, at every restaurant that they have in their guide, every single year, it would require an astronomical amount of money. So that what Mario Carbone said is, so then that means one of two things. One, it's complete bullshit. Or two, it's just an algorithm. They use an algorithm based in a certain area, and it allots stars based on different parameters. So on the flip side, these Michelin people are getting paid. They're getting paid to offset the cost of what it costs to do all these things.
Yeah.
That kind of breaks all of the romanticism about the Michelin Guide. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, there's I don't see any reason why Boyade has a star, but Walrus Rodeo doesn't even have a Bib Gourmand. They do, but it's recent. Why doesn't Walrus Rodeo has a star? Why? I don't get it. Why doesn't Sonny's have a star? Any steakhouse in New York that's worth its medal has a star. Or they used to. I haven't been there in a while.
Well, I guess that'd be really nice to have somebody do.
But it goes to show you, is the Michelin Guide bullshit? I would say, even if you don't want to get into the details, just kind of feeling the vibe, having enough experience to go to these restaurants that are highly rated by the guide, I think you're starting to fall out of love with the idea of stars. Starting to fall out of it. Because it's just like when we went to Peru, right? Central, great, right?
Amazing experience.
Maido,
that was incredible.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Right? 2 restaurants in Peru, in Lima, that are very, very highly rated. I think Maido might be like number 1 or number 2 on the Pellegrino top 50 in the world right now. But we went there, how long ago was that? Went there like
years,
a bunch of years ago.
Yeah.
A bunch of years ago when it was not that popular.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you. I mean, if a restaurant, what's a bigger offense? That you go to a restaurant that's rated highly on the Michelin Guide and it sucks? Or you go to a restaurant that's phenomenal and it gets no recognition from the Michelin Guide? What's worse?
Yeah, man, that is rough. Because there are some phenomenal restaurants that we have discovered with the Michelin Guide, and there are some restaurants that you would say that, like, I don't see why this restaurant's here. I always wonder about the guide, if there's this is what is required for you to have 1 star. Is it a 1 to 10, checkbook kind of thing?
Right.
Because if it were, then there would be a perfect formula on how to run a restaurant, and there isn't.
Well, look,
right?
in 2025...
So what exactly is it that they look for and rate for? That would be something that we're looking at.
So Florida as a state lost stars.
Yes.
We had a net loss in stars. In 2025, there were 31 stars total across the state of Florida. This year, 2026, there are 26 stars, right? So we lost 5 stars in total. There are only 2 restaurants in the entire state that have a star that didn't previously. There's one in West Palm Beach. It's a Cuban restaurant called Emelina. And then there's a kosher restaurant. I think it's the first in the state or the first in the country, a kosher restaurant to get a star. It's called Mutra, which is in North Miami.
Got it.
A kosher restaurant. We got to go check that out.
Definitely got to check it out.
Go check it out. Go have some kosher food, l'chaim, my brothers.
Definitely
Right?
want to do that. And I think we have an idea.
So as a net process, the Michelin Guide is less prominent in the entire state of Florida. So even if we didn't have the feelings about the guide, it losing its credibility, on paper, it has lost its presence. So I don't know, man. Is the Michelin Guide the future for deciding where you go? Is the Michelin Guide the future for deciding that you get on a plane and you go to a different country to go eat somewhere? I don't know, man. I don't. It's losing its hold. That's for sure.
That's a good point. And I wonder, because one question that I want to ask everybody out there is, do you like pictures in your menus or no pictures in your menus?
I don't know. I'm not 7 years old. I don't need pictures on menus anymore. I don't. I don't even need that much description. I need 3 or 4 sexy words. I feel like if you had a menu and you only had words instead of sentences underneath the food items, I think it would do just as well.
Yeah.
Right? Like rigatoni, black garlic, lamb, basil. You know what I mean? Just like 3 words, just words. Yeah. People would be like, this is really nice, because menu fatigue is a real fucking thing.
Yeah, but the reason I asked that,
but no pictures, bro. No pictures.
Nowadays, like you mentioned, you say, oh, the guide, awesome, and they gave a star to that restaurant. Maybe you want to check it out. But another thing that people want to do is look at it. They'd be like, oh, what kind of experience is it? Because if I'm going to travel there, if I'm going to go all the way there, then I want to also see. Some people are very visual, and they also take to social media for that. So I always wondered, as you said, if the guide is a viable option for you to find those awesome restaurants, what else is it? And sometimes visual is something that people actually go for. I believe that something that restaurants can actually try is that in their menu somewhere, maybe at the bottom or next to their name, they can have a small QR code that someone can scan. It takes them to a social media, and you can have up to date the dishes that you have with some images, etc. It speeds everything along, and people get to actually see it. Oh, I want that. That's it. Because hey, it's easy. It moves it along. Because like you said at the beginning, you have this guest that gave you the, should I have it up? Should I have it rocks? He just really wanted you to comfort him by saying, sir, I think actually the rocks, much better idea. That's all he wanted. He just wanted to be cuddled.
He gave me a 50-50, and I gave him my honest and sincere
Exactly.
opinion.
Yeah.
But he already had made up his mind, so I don't understand.
Exactly. He just wanted you to cuddle that decision.
I hate it. I hate it, bro.
There you go.
All right, so let me tell you about this cool thing that happened. Cool, depending on how you look at it. This guy.
Yeah.
8 top. He goes to the bathroom, and he's like, hey, I want you to have my card. I want to pay. Normal, simple, Ninja Pay, grown man shit, right?
Happens all the time.
But check this out. So I'm at the table. Normal service, or so I think.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the bathroom again. He catches me in the hallway. He's like, yo. What's up, bro? Keep the check down. Keep it down. Like, I know I offered to pay, but now you're getting, now you're offering all these things and everything. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, why did you give me your credit card, dude? Why'd you give it to me? I don't understand. So you know what I said? I said, listen, honestly, bro, I'm not pushing anything. Our menu was not cheap. Talking about caviar and nah, I'm just talking about the food. It was like a lot of kids too. So it was a simple table in terms of what they might order. It wasn't like a big champagne table. So I'm like, "Here, sir, listen, here's your card back." And he was like, no, keep. I was like, make up your mind. I was like, so what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, puppy? What do you want me to do? So you know what I did at the end? Because he was a bit of an asshole at the end. When it was time to pay, somebody else gave me their card.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, and I took it. And the guy was like, the guy looked at me like, implying like we had a deal. I was like, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
Not based on the way you've been acting. So I took his card and I paid 50-50. Because it's a matter of fact that you wanted to do 50-50 because you got 50-50 behavior. You either got whole check behavior or you got 50-50 behavior, right? That's 50-50 behavior. So if you're a 50-50 person, don't act like a 100% person. It's okay to be a 50-50 person.
Or at least take charge. Similar situation like that. The
Right.
lady
You
said,
order.
Hey, no, the lady came and said, hey, listen, what's your name? What's on? Like, Adrian, miss. It's like, Adrian, listen, I'm going to be paying tonight. We're going to be making a menu tonight. Right? Don't forget about Dan. So I was clear. And I was like, absolutely. So then you and I are making the decisions. And I was trying to play around with what we can, what's
Right,
okay.
right. Feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe.
Feeling the vibe. You're like, all right, well, how much can I do and how much you don't? And then she says, oh, I want to do something like bubbly, right? And I'm like, absolutely, let's do some champagne. She's like, no, Prosecco.
Big dog shit.
But, it's important that when someone says, no, Prosecco, what they saying? What's she saying to you?
Big
The server.
dog.
What's she saying? She's like,
I like the best of the worst.
or she's pretty much saying, hey, I don't want to
Yeah.
spend. Because
I
I
like-
know the word
that's right.
champagne means more than Prosecco.
I'm the smartest kid on the short bus.
So
That's
you
what
still,
she's saying.
So you still push. You say, oh,
Boom.
I'm going to look for the cheapest champagne that I got. Like, no. You got any lower than that? You're like, damn. And at that point, you say, do I give him something or do I not? Right? Do I just may find some little something?
Right,
or you
because
don't?
Prosecco is traditionally very approachable. That's Prosecco's thing. Prosecco's thing is to be bubbly and to be very light and to give people that refreshing palate cleanser.
Yeah.
But Prosecco's never going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Cocktails, maybe. If you start with a round of cocktails, that could go anywhere.
Oh, yes.
But if you start with Prosecco, I don't think there are a lot of places you can go.
Exactly.
Not after that. Maybe a round of cocktails to rank up. But no, not really. I mean, like I said, you're either a 50-50. Some people are 25-25-25.
Yeah.
Some people are 50-50.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that whatever you identify as, it's
Yeah.
okay. But don't step out of your zone because then you look silly.
Yeah, and then at least, hey, you work it out.
You look
get
silly.
on their bottle of Prosecco. And have a great time. When they get up to leave, the birthday girl gets up and say, hey, I really enjoyed the experience. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I hope to come back next time and get that item with a couple of my friends.
That's cool.
And that's the thing is that sometimes you're put in that situation where you say, do you keep pushing or do you just find a way to give them what they want? And hopefully they come back and then expend some more.
Well,
Right? What they didn't spend
always-
today, they'll spend another time.
You always give them what they want, right?
Yeah.
You always give them. There's always a baseline of service that people, I think, have a right to expect, especially if they're at an expensive restaurant.
Absolutely.
But there's certain irregularities in the way service goes. Service goes, they sit, but there's a rhythm to it. Every once in a while, there's a break in that rhythm. An example is a guest will say, hey, listen, I want to pay. Let's make a menu together.
Yeah.
That's an irregularity. That's
Yeah.
a skew from the normal.
Mhm.
So if that happens, then even though they're paying and you should have a decent foundation of service, which I think they have a right to expect, they've changed it up. So once people change it up, then it can go anywhere. Unless they start with a certain thing that, whether they realize it or not, separates them from a lot of things. So if you want to say, oh, I'm paying, and you say, oh, I want to do a bottle of Prosecco, especially if it's a bigger table. If listen, I want to do a bottle of Prosecco, and there's 2 of them. Hey, you know what? That still has some possibility. Maybe they personally like the taste of Prosecco, and they still want to spend a ton of money. Cool. Yeah. But what if they want to start with 1 bottle of Prosecco? What if there's 8 of them, and they go, we'll start with a bottle of Prosecco. Let's pop it. Let's get it. And you're like,
yeah, sure.
Do you at least want to do 2? So that when you do a little cheers, you don't have a half ounce of fucking wine in your glass? No, 1's fine. Then you've already eliminated little by little, right? Like I said, you never know who you're talking to. You never know who people are. But based on people's actions, you can start ticking things off. Ticking things off. Oh, no, we'll just do 1 bottle of Prosecco. I know there are 10 of us. Just 1 is fine. Just 1. You took 1 off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody want to start with cocktails? No, I think we're just going to do a little. We took another one off, you know? And a lot of things go.
And
with
you know
that.
where you keep pushing and where you
a
don't.
lot of things go with that.
Because
I could keep going because there's a ton. Everybody knows.
I had this great experience. I had this table recently. They didn't order any fancy drinks. They wanted water on the wine glass, just so that we can pour it on the wine glass. House water.
No problem.
Not many apps. Not many stuff.
Any
However,
lemons or limes?
They did have.
Any lemons or limes?
Actually, they had lemons.
Hey, there you go.
They went all out on all that, and you start thinking. No, right? However, they did have the most expensive item on the menu, and they did a big experience. You make it nice and loud for them. You kind of pick them up, make them feel a little bit more accepted and appreciated. Had this table the other day, 2 ladies having water in the wine glass. They didn't have that many apps. However, they did have the most expensive item on the menu.
Big dog.
We created the experience for them, make sure that they had a wonderful time. She felt like a rock star. At the end, she wrote a review, a very beautiful review, and it goes to show you sometimes that maybe,
but she was.
Sometimes.
But she was.
You don't spend on one thing doesn't mean that you will not spend on
No,
another.
that's what I said.
Because personally, for example, I go to restaurants. I love drinking water, and that's it. But I like eating 2 or 3 desserts. So
no, you never
has
know.
Their own things, right?
You never know. Like I said, that Prosecco table, as a salesperson, your
Yeah.
responsibility is to keep it going.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that mentally you start ticking things off. You're like, right? But I'm still going to try to sell because, like I said, you never know.
Yeah.
An error in judgment and a lack of experience tells you that once that table buys the Prosecco and orders the thing, they're not going to want those expensive items, which is not true.
Yeah.
I didn't say that they might not get those things. I'm just saying that the probability is a lot lower. You know what I mean? Adelante.
Because I wanted to mention something that
Go ahead. Go
avoidable.
ahead.
I don't know if
Go
you
ahead.
hear the loud ruckus on the back, but I do wanted to mention about the World Cup in Miami and what it has meant for Miami and also for United States as a whole. And I want to ask you, servers, front of the house, back of the house, what has the World Cup amassed to your restaurant? Has it brought more business, less business? It has brought business, but people don't tip. Which is it? Let us know.
Just brought traffic, pretty much.
It just brought a lot
Our
of traffic
restaurant,
and a
just
lot of noise,
traffic.
if you asked us.
Just traffic and noise, bro.
However, we'll say us being in a fancy restaurant that caters to a small percentage, we did get those hooks out there. A son of someone, a certain player, a certain coach or stuff. We got 1 or 2 out there.
We got a couple of tastes. We got a couple of
little
tastes.
big fish. So let us know. Did you get a couple big fish?
We got a couple.
How
of
did it
tastes.
affect it positively or negatively? So we hear a lot of people saying that tourists don't want to tip. So now Miami Beach is constantly, visited by tourists from all around the world. So we were among the first to establish the added gratuity because hey, they just don't tip.
My favorite part of the World Cup so
Yeah.
far in Miami is the Scots.
Yeah.
The Scots, bro, they are crazy. They're not in the tournament anymore, but that song, the Lady Gaga joint,
Yeah.
Free From Desire. Scotland's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Scotland's on fire. Whoo! La 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 la. Yo, it's a banger, bro.
Yeah.
It's a fucking banger, bro.
Damn.
Honestly, the people from Scotland, cheers to you.
You guys know how to rock.
It was a great effort. You've made me proud, son. Super, super good, bro. Super good. So we do a lot of liquor trainings.
Yes.
A lot of liquor trainings. So Don Julio will have a new tequila at your restaurant. So they'll send a rep from Don Julio to come train the staff about that new tequila, its particularities, its whatever. So if you've done enough of these, like we have, you realize sooner or later that it seems like these companies are desperate to stand out from one another. And the way that manifests itself in these trainings is everyone wants to be different in ways that don't matter. That don't matter, right? A big wine rep will come in and they'll be like, yeah, just so you know, these grapes are only harvested when the person's facing east. And I'm like, who cares? Who cares? Our bottles, the bottles that we put the wine into, are actually from a collection. Who cares, bro? Who cares?
I remember a training of a particular liquor.
Everyone
where
wants
the
to.
representative was talking about the struggles of her ancestors that they went through in order to be able to procure and make that alcohol.
Come
And
on,
I'm like, is
man.
that what's going to sell? Is that what I'm going to tell our guests? And be like, hey, listen, I know you tried plenty of rum before, but this one's going to blow your mind because you're going to feel all the conflict that this person had to go through in order to just make it for you. It just resonates in your palate.
Right. You like a beautiful sunset or a sunrise? I'm not sure which way. Well, let me tell you something. This wine,
It's only picked on the sun.
it's only picked when they're facing east. And that that passion, like, who cares, man? It's so much bullshit, man. Liquor and wine trainings, beverage training should go like this. Hey, here's our thing. This is what you sell it for. Everybody, let's get a taste. How did everybody like it? Did you like it? Did you not? What cocktail would this go good with? What food would this wine go well with? I agree. Cool. Anybody have any questions? No? Have a great day.
Perfect.
That's it.
And if you really want to push it, then say, oh, by the way, I left an extra 3 bottles. Whoever sells them more this week gets those 3 bottles. It's been a pleasure. That's the only way we'd be like, oh, damn, I'm gonna take that. That's it.
Oh, I left you guys a couple extra bottles. You got the contest? Yeah, guys, whoever sells the most gets all of them, and you could drink it during the shift. Nobody cares anymore.
It's okay.
Whatever. Go ahead. Do whatever you got to do. Most of the robots are going to be taking over everything in like 5 years. Who gives a shit? Might as well get drunk in the meantime.
So enjoy this experience. Is what we have.
Might as well get fucking drunk in the meantime, right? That's all I got for that. I think they're trying to be different for no reason. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's good? What's wrong with just making a product that's good? That's just good. If people only got fixated on one thing, there would be only one burger restaurant in the whole city. Yeah. But there isn't.
No, there's so many of them.
There's so many of them because there's a little something for anyone, right? People have different tastes. If you make something that's good, people will drink it. Yeah. That's it. People don't care about how much the mercury is in the glass or what the farmer's dog's name is. The farmer maybe, but his dog, who gives a shit? Yeah. Just tell us how much it costs, let us sell it, and leave a couple extra bottles for us to have at the end of the shift, you know?
And we'll have a great time.
That's it, man.
And it shouldn't take more than 50 minutes.
No.
It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
I honestly feel bad for the reps because when they come to places like us, I know they can sense the indifference from us. And I feel bad for them, but I'm sorry. If they came and they did it like we just said it should be done, I would my ears would perk up. I'd be like, wow, that only took 3 minutes. Now we have some free tequila. I'm selling the shit out of this stuff tonight.
Yeah, have you tried this? It's amazing.
Right, exactly.
Here, tell you what.
It's all association.
You bring them a little bit, be like, hey, just give that a try. Oh, bring me 2 more shots. Absolutely. And you just give them a little bit of the bottle we had over there.
Right, but I can't focus on the liquor because I'm pissed. Because you talked about duty free and you talked about GMOs for fucking 20 minutes. I don't care.
You know, it was funny. A long time ago, we had this one. It was like, oh, this one is completely organic, no sugar added. And then you grab the bottle, and the bottle said, yeah, it says 7.2 sugar added. Oh, that one has sugar added. It's the other one that don't have sugar added.
They don't fucking know, bro.
They don't give a fuck.
I tasted one time. The lady was like, oh yeah, so this is has no additives. And when I tasted it, I was like, well, you need to add something to this shit. This is terrible. You gotta add something. This is exactly what it's missing. Additives.
Yeah.
Put something in this.
What will you put this on? Anything that has flavor, an espresso martini, so that it does something to it. This is perfect for blending.
It's okay.
It has no flavor.
It's okay to just create a good product and call it a day. That's it.
And back it up. And I'm just excited that this is going to be a new chapter. You know, we're going out.
Yep.
And hopefully we're going to start sitting down and giving you the opportunity to join us and share some wonderful dining experiences you had, some memorable experiences, and we'll talk about it, see what went wrong, what could have been done right, etc. So a little something to look forward to.
We're out here doing new things because your comfort zone is where you go to die. So we're out here, and there's a podcast in the wild with there's a white tablecloth and pink mic muffs coming your way soon. Huh? Anything else, sir?
I wanted to close it with customers coming to buy, guests coming to give you their time. So it's important for us to, I understand that we want to make sales because we got to keep the lights running, we got to keep the doors open, and we got to pay everybody. But only if we take care of our guests to make sure that they come back, we're going to keep the lights going. Because otherwise, people are just going to go out and say, oh, that place sucks. And eventually, that's going to catch up to you. And you don't want that. So
Ditto.
thank you for listening.
Take care, everybody.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.